Hello, my name is Frank Silverman, the Executive Director of the Martial Arts Industry Association, and you are watching another Business is Business video. Last month I talked about getting new members into your school, and we had an email come back asking how to specifically get new adult members. So the actual topic was 5 tips on new members, and then this person asked, can we really drive home adult members? So I wrote down 6 or 7 items that we do at our schools in Orlando, Florida to really help get new adult members specifically. And I'm really catering this idea to schools that are typically have 70–80% children. Of course, schools that are primarily adults have additional means, but this is specifically for schools that are your typical martial arts school where you're kind of top heavy on the children. Number 1, talk to parents. Very key. Ask parents to try out a class. There's many ways to do this. You can ask them to try out a class. You can do a parent-only class. You can do workout with your child class. There's a million ways, but get them on the floor to actually try out a class. That being said, if they've told you no before, no meant no whenever they told it to you. It doesn't mean it now. So for example, they may have said no because I'm out of shape. Well, maybe they're in a little bit better shape. Maybe they said no because they didn't want to, but their doctor has since said you've got to get into a fitness program, so now they have a new reason. So we keep asking even if we've heard a negative response before. Number 2, it's what I call our sincerity speech. I talked about this in our elite program, and the sincerity speech is literally sitting down with the martial arts students already, your adult students, and saying, I really need your help. Can you help us build our adult program? And ask them to bring in a friend, a family member, a boss, a coworker, a neighbor, a relative. But it's the honest conversation where you ask your current student base of adults to help you build this school. And remember, in the true spirit of martial arts, they become better students the more students they bring in, because that's more people to work out with, train with, and a different level of training. Next, double up. Whenever somebody signs up for classes, whether it's a child or an adult, always ask at that point of sale if they have somebody else who would like to try. So if a 25-year-old young man comes in and wants to train, you would always ask, do you have somebody who you might like to offer a free special to try training with? People don't typically like to bring in somebody to train once they've got acclimated to the school. It's like their private space. But at the time of sign up, in the first couple weeks, while it's fun and exciting, they often will want to bring somebody, whether it's a significant other or a relative. So always ask at time of sign up if there's somebody they would like to offer a free trial special to train with them. Next, market correctly. If you're after adult students, make sure you're marketing towards adults. Don't run an adult special in a children's newsletter. Don't run an adult special at the orthodontist office. Typically, make sure your marketing is appropriate for where you're spending your marketing dollars. And then finally, make sure your classes are meant for adults. So it does no good to get all of these students in the door, 10 new adults, and then be doing child type curriculum. It's very important. Your adult curriculum can mimic or be like your children's curriculum. I don't mean you have to be teaching mixed martial arts, but I do mean that what we teach and how we teach our children is not exactly what we teach and how we teach our adults. So a better example is I walked into my dentist office, and I swear he thought I was 13 years old, and he says, oh, does your tummy hurt? Open up your mouth. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Talk to me like an adult. So make sure you're teaching and training your adults as if they are adults, because once you have them in there, you want them to actually stay. So those are some brief marketing tips on how to get adults into the school.